Today we're going to be talking about fighting and arguing while on the set. Now, as you know, a film crew is a bunch of people. They all have different personalities, they all have different likes, dislikes, political views, religious views, views on life. You get what I'm saying. When you put that many people together for an extended period of time, there is a chance that the argument's going to break out. Often they're going to be work-related. There'll be an argument between the DP and the costume designer, or the makeup artist might be having a problem with an actress. These little things, work-related, are easier to sort out. But when you end up having people who just genuinely dislike each other trying to work together, it can be a bit of a problem. And as a director, you're going to have to play referee an awful lot. There's nothing more distracting than having people who are arguing, especially while on a set. When you have that kind of hostility and creating a really, really toxic work environment, it does affect your production. So whenever you start seeing any trouble signs, you need to jump on that immediately. It's not going to be easy sometimes. You might get lucky and it might be something that's easily solved. If it's between two production assistants, you might be able to assign one to a department that is far away from the other, or you might be able to send one on an errand while keeping the other one on the set. Keeping them separated usually works out. If you can't do this, you're going to have to talk to them sternly and let them know, hey, you guys need to settle down or somebody's going to leave, or both of you are going to leave. It's a little bit harder when it's a crucial person, like an actor or part of your main crew, and you are going to have to figure out a way to get them to at least be civil to each other while on the set. Now, the absolute worst problem is when you have somebody on your cast or crew who is determined to berate you, especially in front of other people. This type of behavior can undermine your authority, and you have to put a stop to it. If the crew and cast do not respect you, you're not going to have a good production. All it takes is one person who lays into you all the time to start getting the others to start second-guessing you. This is not a situation you want to find yourself in. If you have somebody on your cast or crew who insists on this type of behavior, it's going to cause a myriad of problems. You're going to end up losing time because this guy is constantly arguing with you about things. The rest of your cast and crew are going to start getting bored, they're going to start getting irritated. Their minds aren't going to be on their work anymore. It's going to be more on, when are you going to stop arguing with this person and get on with the job? What am I doing here? Even worse, you might have a few people on your cast and crew who enjoy social media. This is especially true when it comes to novices. So if you happen to have a brand new PA and this is their first film set, or worse, an actress who uses social media all the time to keep her popularity up, you're very likely to be filmed and shown to the rest of the world. And if you have somebody who's undermining you, and this is all caught on tape, this could damage your reputation severely. Or if you're the one arguing, it can be even worse because nobody's going to want to work with you. As this type of behavior continues to go on, you might find that it's dividing the cast and crew. People will start taking sides. It can get really bad really quickly, and nothing gets done. You're losing time and money, the production's suffering, people are bickering, the whole thing just turns into a shit show. So if you have somebody who's being this belligerent, the first thing you need to do is try to get them aside, get them to a private meeting, and find out what their problem is. Again, it could be something that could be easily fixed, or he or she could just be the type that is never satisfied and is always going to grumble and is always going to undermine you. Either way, you need to find out what the problem is. And sometimes the only real solution is to remove that person from the production. This can be a very difficult decision to make, especially if this person happens to be extremely important to the production, like say a lead actor or the director of photography. But if you start realizing that you're way behind schedule and this guy is really just dragging the whole production down, your best option might be just to remove him and start again. But to be honest, most of these problems can be avoided altogether by spending a lot more time in pre-production. Have meetings, plan everything out, Let actors and crew know what you want to plan. Listen to them if they have suggestions or if they have issues with anything. Let the cast and crew get to know each other in a social setting. Have a table read. Make it fun. You want your cast and crew to be friends, so even if they do have their differences, they'll be more likely to try to settle them civilly rather than just yelling at another stranger. This is one of the best ways to get people together, get them excited about the project, put their differences aside, see each other as friends and coworkers, and you'll have a much smoother production. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of the Unconnected Filmmaker, and if you found this information useful and want to be notified when the next video premieres, just hit that subscribe button. Or if you have anything you'd like to see an episode on, feel free to comment below. See you next time, and keep those cameras rolling.